It smells good though.
Oh, you're still going?
Yeah. Oh, this is Butterbeer from one of my favorite local coffee shops. So I thought I would give it a try. Well, let's take me to Hogwarts. I wish. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm here with Katie. Can you even see you?
I'm in a tree. Is there like good shadows with the sun right now? Oh.
I love that I got that camera.
You started.
Yes, I am the type of friend that laughs if someone falls, and then I'm like, oh, do you need help? Sorry.
Coffee kicked.
Okay, no. I just got the sweet part of it. I like it.
Oh.
Can I go to Hogwarts now? Where's my ticket?
You're here.
Bought 49 3/4. Five years ago, this is where I did one of my first YouTube videos. And my friend John Lynn helped me film this. John Lynn, do you remember that? Okay, anyways. Good times. Hi guys, Happy New Year. It's crazy, 2022. Okay, that seems a little crazy, but honestly, I'm excited for it. Last night I was talking to my friend about our goals. This is something that we did last year too. And then we would kind of check in with each other every month to see how we're doing on our goals and give each other encouragement and advice if we weren't really meeting our goals and such. So we're going to be doing that again this year, and it's really interesting to see how like our goals have changed. It kind of just shows we were both in kind of different places last year, and we grew from the goals that we had, and then now we're at a different stage in our lives, which is pretty cool. I don't really want to go into complete detail on what my goals are because some of them are a little personal, but basically my goals for this year is just kind of a continuation of last year. Last year was, if you guys have seen my Instagram posts, last year was a year of mainly of healing for me, and healing of various different things, and my mental health was a priority for last year because I was struggling with my mental health in 2020 and in early portions of 2021. So that was a priority of having to fix and go through and work through, and I feel like I'm at a much better place where I was a year ago. And now, honestly, like my main priority and main goal that I want to be intentional with this year is honestly just growing in my relationship with God, and putting Him first and making intentional time for Him, and yeah, and just growing in my walk with Him. So that's my main priority for this year too, pretty much. But today is January 3rd, and I did my Bible study this morning, and I texted my friend this morning just so I'm accountable and also to tell her what I learned. So this is my Bible. It's a Hosanna Revival Bible. I've shown this in the past. My friend Haley and her family gave this to me, and on the front it says, "When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I." Psalm 61:2. Then on the back it says, "He will cover you in His feathers, under His wings you will find refuge." Psalm 91:4. And then the picture on it, it's some mountain that's in Utah, but I'm from Colorado, and so is my friend who gave this to me, and she's like, "This looks like Colorado," so I'm like, yeah. So she gave this to me, I think in 2020. But it's also a journaling Bible where you can write on the side. And yeah, see, I've written right there. So yeah, this is my Bible. I really like it. It's from Hosanna Revival, so I'll link it if you guys are interested. And then this is my devotional book currently that I'm using. It's New Morning Mercies by Paul David Tripp, and I really like this. I got this a year ago. This is my Bible bag. It's faux leather, and it also came from Hosanna Revival. It actually fits a few things. It fits my little journal, and it fits my Bible. This morning I watched Ashley Taylor. She's a YouTuber I found last year. She lives in Colorado, so I love her vlogs, and she just graduated nursing school, so which is pretty cool. I really like her vlogs. They're very chill and fun to watch. Anyways, so I picked up my planner today. It looks like this. And I really like this one because it has the tabs on the side. But then also when you have like the month, it, you know, looks like an average month. But then for the day, the daily use stuff, it has today's schedule and to-do list, which I really like because I would have like multiple notebooks I was using, and I'm just like, you know, if we could just have it all in one, that'd be fantastic. So I really like this. Yeah, I picked it out at CVS, but if I can find it, I will link it below. Another goal of mine is to really make an effort to find activities that don't involve social media as much, to just kind of take myself away from the screen for a little bit, which I've been doing. I put together a little bit of a puzzle the other day, and I've been, there are other activities I've been doing, but I can't think of them right now. Coloring, but yeah, I've been reading as well. So this one I have like a quarter way more to go, but this one is called Breathing Easy through 65 Roses, a memoir on facing adversity with cystic fibrosis. So my friend Lauren Lutheran, she wrote this. This is her story, and I love it, and I'm absolutely so proud of her. So I will link this below because this is such a good book, you guys. She's actually coming back onto the podcast next week, if I'm correct. Right? Nope, just kidding. Not next week. She's coming back on the podcast on the 18th of January, and she's going to come back and talk about her book. So definitely an episode of the podcast you don't want to miss. And it was such a great conversation with her. Then this one, I'm reading Steinbeck's East of Eden. Well, this book has East of Eden and The Wayward Bus, but I watched East of Eden for class last semester, and I absolutely loved the storyline, and I loved the characters. So I wanted to read the book because I know that there's more to the story. I've never read John Steinbeck. I've been wanting to, but also I know how heavy some of his books can be, and I was never really pressured to read John Steinbeck. My parents just said, you know, when you're ready. And I feel like I'm finally ready, and I feel like East of Eden is like a good place to start, for me at least. And where I got the book at my local bookstore, the clerk there, he knows a lot about Steinbeck, so he's suggesting like which ones I should read after this. So I've only read 24 pages, but it's really good so far. This is very random, I know, but I wanted to share what music I've been loving lately, because I listen to music all the time. My favorite worship album that I've been listening to is by Hillsong United, and it's called Of Dirt and Grace, and I love that music. I started listening to it last year actually, but it's a very calm album, which I really like. And then the other favorite album that I've been listening to is the new one of West Side Story. I saw West Side Story last Thursday. So I think I saw him on, nope, I saw West Side Story on Wednesday, December 29th, and then I convinced my parents to see it, so I got to see it a second time. Saw that on New Year's Day, and I absolutely love it. I never really liked the original West Side Story, to be completely honest, just because of the poor representation, with only casting like one Puerto Rican, and the characters who were Puerto Rican, they were portrayed by white actors with no Puerto Rican descent or blood in them, which I found wrong. And also, the Puerto Rican that was in the original West Side Story, they darkened her skin tone because she wasn't dark enough for the movie, or for the role. So because of that, I just I never really liked that. So it's something I'm very passionate about, which I'm not going to get into right now, but I think proper representation is important. So Steven Spielberg definitely was on the right side of history and made justice with this movie, and it's so good, and I love it so much. The casting is unbelievable, and it's like perfect for the film, and the music is beautiful, and the choreography is amazing, and I love the story of West Side Story. Like, it's so beautiful, and you know, Puerto Ricans were cast as what's the word? The Puerto Rican characters were portrayed by Latins and Puerto Ricans, which was proper, and everyone was of different colors and such, which was really unique, and or different skin tones, which was really unique, and you know, show that not everybody looks the same. So it was really beautiful, and I think this is probably my favorite Spielberg film I've ever seen in my entire life. I've seen a good chunk of his movies, and he's one of my favorite directors, but this is my favorite, and this West Side Story topped all my favorite movies of this past year. So, I mean, Black Widow was holding #1 for a very long time, and then West Side Story came and knocked it to second place. So, but I mean, I tend to love musicals over anything else, but this is my favorite musical movie I've ever seen. So, yeah, it's so good. I want to see it again. Like, every time I come out of the theater, I'm just like, I want to turn back around and go back inside and watch it again and again and again. Like, it's so good. Like, even if you know, like, the storyline, you're watching it and you just forget. Like, you're just sucked into it. So I absolutely love it. So I'm obsessed with the soundtrack right now, but I'm also obsessed with the movie, and I cannot wait until it's on pre-order, because then I'm going to pre-order it, because it's amazing. Yeah, I've not felt this way about a movie in a very long time. Yes, I was very excited about Black Widow, which is still phenomenal, but this is like, I probably haven't felt this way about a movie since Little Women or 5 Feet Apart. So, yeah, it says a lot. But, yeah, but you know, I'm really excited for this year. There's a lot of potential, and just gonna take it day by day, and I'm just excited for what's to come. So, you know, I'm not holding any like high expectations of things. I'm just grateful for a new year and a new day, and yeah. By the way, I'm filming this on January 3rd. The other 2 days I was just spending time with family and just taking care of some things I need to take care of. But yeah, and I'm also really excited for some videos that are coming out this year. I'm currently in the midst of working on a new little mini documentary for my channel. If you guys remember, I uploaded a little documentary about Trikafta, about the miracle drug. That one came out 2 years ago. So I've been working on the next one, and there's a couple covers I want to put out on my channel this year, so I'm working on those. And then there's other just fun videos that I'm really excited to create and just put out there. So it's gonna be a good year. So I hope you guys have a safe and a happy New Year's, and comment a couple of your goals if you have any, and if you want to share them, because I'm just curious what people's goals are this year. But yeah, comment one thing that you're looking forward to or a goal that you have for this year. But I'm gonna go ahead and do my breathing treatment and put stuff into my agenda for today, and then I'm gonna head out to work. But I will talk to you guys later. Bye.